Hello, I'm Gino. Welcome to Dazzle TV. On this video, I'm going to be discussing retirement in the Philippines, specifically Boracay Island. Why I feel that Boracay Island is the best retirement destination in the Philippines and why I selected it for my retirement destination in 2011. After working for most of my life, close to 30 years, when I arrived at Boracay, I just felt like a weight on my shoulders. It was just, I felt tired. I guess when I was in the military for 20 years, once I retired and then I worked in the civilian, it was just going from one stressful situation and then to another. And then just a daily, day-to-day grind in the US. I needed to find a place to decompress, to all of a sudden just slow down. And Boracay gave me that when I arrived at Boracay. The minute I got to Boracay, I spend most of my days on the beach. I would just like sit there, watch the ocean, and just reflect about everything in my life. And it was really relaxing. And then I would listen to music. After lunch, I would take naps on the beach and just wait for sunset. That was to make sure you wake up for sunset, because sunset in Boracay is kind of like the golden hour. Everybody just comes out. All of a sudden, everybody goes out because like the sunsets of Boracay is just like the best I've seen in my entire life. What's nice about Boracay is when I arrived at Boracay, I was 45 years old. And in Boracay, there's just a lot of expats in Boracay from all over the world, 40 years old and above. So people my age. So it seemed like when I got there, I never left the US. I had people that I can converse with, and also the locals too, because a lot of the expats that live in Boracay, of course, over the years, they've accumulated local friends. So at sunset, you could just come out at sunset, and each day you'll just recognize people and they start becoming your friends because you end up talking to them. So that was really nice, because you didn't feel like you left the United States and you got there and then all of a sudden you're like, where are all the Americans? So that was a good feeling. It's like you had a lot of commonality with the people that were staying in Boracay. When I arrived at Boracay, I didn't even know a single person in Boracay. And I was not even in Boracay a week, and I felt like I had like a bunch of friends already, because you'll find commonality with the people. Like I like to ride bikes. When I was in Tucson, Arizona, I rode a lot of road bikes. I knew when I went to Boracay, I'm probably not gonna be able to road bike, but there was a lot of people riding mountain bikes. So I bought a mountain bike. It was like for $300. And just at the bike shop, the guy, when I was having my bike tuned up, he said, "Oh, come out with us. We got a ride that's coming up." So I said, "Okay, I'll go out. I'll come out and ride." So just the friendliness. Everybody's just welcoming you to Boracay. They find out that you're the new guy to Boracay, and they'll invite you to like parties. They'll invite you to get-togethers. They'll invite you to bike rides, island hopping. So you'll never get bored, or you'll never get lonely when you get to Boracay. If you want to just chill in Boracay, that's probably what most of the people do in Boracay all day. Is either chill on the beach, take naps, and even today I picked up that habit. After lunch, Dazzle can tell you, I always take a nap. That's kind of my routine now. But if you want activities, like I said, when I was in Boracay, I got into with this group that we would ride mountain bikes in Boracay. Then after a while, we've ridden most of Boracay. We would take our mountain bikes and take them in the little bangka boats and go to the mainland. And we started mountain biking in the mainland of Aklan, in Malay and in Buruanga, in Nabas, and just amazing stuff that you'll see there. You'll see rivers, crystal clear water rivers, cold springs, uh, just beautiful scenery, mountainous. You'll be amazed if you get into biking. And if you're not into biking, you can always get a motorbike. Motorbikes here in the Philippines, the scooters here in our province, you can buy a nice Yamaha Mio, like the motorbike that I have, for about $1,300. So real inexpensive, and it's automatic. You don't have to know the clutch and all that. Anybody can ride a scooter. So that's what's nice about it. I also got into snorkeling while I was in Boracay. I ended up buying my own snorkel and fin while I was in Boracay. And there's just several different beaches where you can go snorkeling in Boracay for free. It doesn't cost you anything. And regarding the food scene in Boracay, uh, it's international. There's really no food that you won't find in Boracay. Indian, Italian, French, you name it. High-end fine dining, they have it. You're gonna end up spending money, but they also have like budget meals. When I lived there, I strictly ate mostly in carinderia. From my previous videos, I love carinderias because I can eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and each of my meals under $2, and good meals, home cooked meals. So another thing would be the movie theater. Now there's a movie theater now in Boracay. When I was there, they didn't have a movie theater. Now they have, I think, two movie theaters in City Mall Boracay. And also they didn't have a mall back there, and now they have two malls. They have City Mall Boracay and they have Gaisano Mall. So Boracay is expanding and growing. They're building more hotels, which is good and bad. It is what it is. You can't stop progress, but there's still lots of pockets of areas in Boracay where it's quiet. Like if you're looking for quiet living in Boracay, I recommend Station 3. That's where I lived when I lived in Boracay, or by Diniwid Beach, near City Mall Boracay. Those are like the quiet areas. Long-term people living in Boracay live in those areas. Don't live near Station 2, because Station 2 is kind of like the party place. You got in Station 2, you got clubs, you got live music that are loud. It's just a happening place. It's like the party place. But if you want to just chill to like nice mellow music by the beach, that's where you go to Station 3. That's where you can experience that. So there's something for everyone in Boracay. So if you're not into like the fast scene anymore, or like the partying scene, you can avoid that. If you just want to chill on the beach and be quiet even in the evenings, lots of locations in Boracay. And what I really liked when I was in Boracay, since I didn't have a vehicle, I just had my bicycle for that whole year that I spent time in Boracay. I was like in the best shape of my life. I rode my bicycle everywhere. I ran the beach. I swam almost every day. I was physically at 45. I was like, the fittest I've ever been in my entire life. So it felt good. That felt good, while I was there. If you decide to retire in Boracay, I recommend you stay at an Airbnb. There's plenty of Airbnbs in Boracay that are reasonably priced. Gonna run you about $20 a night, so about $600 a month. So you won't end up, everything's complete for you. You got cooking, you got until you can, once you get to Boracay, you can look for an apartment. Then you can look for a cheaper. It'll be cheaper than $600 a month. Maybe about $400 to $500. It'll save you a little bit of money once you get an apartment. For all my single male viewers out there, Boracay will give you plenty of opportunities to meet a nice Filipina girl. a province girl that is used to hanging out with foreigners, with Americans. And the reason for this is they work the hotels, they work the restaurants, and also work at the shops. So they understand the American culture. The only reason I left Boracay was my GI Bill benefits, my educational benefits from the military was about to expire. So I decided to take a course in Bachelor's of Information Technology at STI College Calibo for 4 years, which Dazzle and we graduated together in 2016. And luckily I did that because that's where I met Dazzle, the love of my life. The 1 year I spent in Boracay, I just felt rejuvenated. I just felt so thankful that I was finally living the life that I wanted to live. And that's why I think you should consider, and I highly recommend that you choose Boracay as your retirement destination here in the Philippines. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you on our next video.